All right, fantastic. You guys are welcome to class, recording to the cloud in progress. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to start from where we stopped last time. We started talking about what we call logical functions. And what I was explaining is logic is when you ask a question, and then based on the answer, Excel will take an action for you. So we started with the if function, and I'm sure we can remember some of the things we covered. Okay, let me confirm. Can we see my screen, please? Let's start from there.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so fantastic. So we did cover this first worksheet last week. Did anybody try this eligible and not eligible, which was like the last thing I left us with? Marilyn reminded us that we could just touch it. So I just explained it. Did anybody try the assignment there?
Yes, we did. Yes, I did.
And it worked, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay, fantastic. It's like the other. So let's move on to if two, which is the next page. Now we are taking one step forward as you were here. Instead of just doing the if function, we are making if do something else for us. Go through the set of data and bring out certain information for us. For example, I can say, tell me the average salary for everybody who has a primary degree or whose experience is a certain age. Now, if you're going to do that manually, maybe you will have to sort and filter and then find the average. But the if function, you can actually give Excel a logical, ask Excel a logical question. Excel will answer the question and give you the result you want. I'll give you an example of a question. Find the average salary for the female. First of all, Excel will sort out all the females and then take their salary and give you the average. If you're going to do that manually, you will take 3 steps. First, sort out all the females, then take all their salary, add it up, and then divide by the number of female. 1 to 3 steps, but you can write one simple function and Excel will give you the result. Okay, so we are going to deal with these calculations one after the other. I am in cell J2, which is just behind the average if. So I want you to know where we are putting the results so that we are all together. So that we deal with these 4 questions one after the other. It's going to teach us 4 functions here. Then we'll move forward from there. So is our worksheet open? Are we in cell J2? We can unmute our mic. It's quite in the class, so we can unmute our mic so that I can hear us when I ask questions. Okay, are we in cell J2?
Okay, yes, we are.
All right. So now, what's the question there? We are trying to use the average if function, which is, we've written a lot of functions, so we should be used to writing functions now. We used the function dialog box last week. We are going to use it again, but let's start by writing one. Then we use the function dialog box after that. So the question is average salary if gender is female. Now, if you look in our worksheet, you know that we have male and female gender. So the question is, what's the average salary if gender is female? Now, you don't need to sort, filter, and start adding up. You can write a simple function, supply Excel the right parameters, which I told you is called the function arguments, and Excel will give you the answer. So let's start by writing the average if. In the previous class, we used the average function in the previous class. So now we are adding average and if together. Find the average if certain conditions are met. So let's write the average if function equals to average. Now, once you start typing, it actually shows up. So you can double click and then you have your average if. I'm in set J2 trying to find average if gender is female. So my answer will show up in set J2. Now, what's the first thing Excel is asking us for? I need to explain these 3 function arguments Excel is asking us for, because if you miss the function argument, you will miss the result. So what's the first thing Excel is asking us for? Hello? Eden, are you there? Jenab, are you there?
Yes, we're here. It's asking for range.
Okay, so what's the first thing the cell is asking us for? Okay, Jawad is with us today. What's the first
It's
thing the
asking
cell
for
is asking
range.
us for? Range.
For range.
Range. Okay, now it's not very, that's not very self-explanatory. Let me click on the function argument box and see if the range is explained. Okay, please click on the function argument box. You know how we get there, right? You know, can you remember that? How we get to the function argument box?
Yes.
Click on fx. After we have done our average if open bracket, click on fx. Now, why I came here was I just looked and I noticed that our range is clearly explained here. What did he say the range is?
Reference.
Nope. Are you in the function argument box?
Yes, I am.
Average if function argument box. If you read at the bottom, there's a word there, range, and then there's an explanation there. At the bottom, after the three open spaces, at the bottom, range. What is it saying?
It's the range of cells you want evaluated.
That's in English, right? Where are the cells you want a cell to check for something? So we are writing a logical function. We are telling a cell to check somewhere. So what is the range of cell we want a cell to check? Now tell me, where do we want a cell to go and check for? What do we want a cell to check? And find female. Where is that? Eh?
Find female.
I didn't hear you.
Find female's average salary.
Female. So we are looking for female. Where can we find female? In what column can we find female? Or let me say,
C2.
That's gender. No, we are checking the entire column, not just one point.
Okay.
So we are checking the entire column. It's a range, not a single cell. So now, easy way to select this is click and Control-Shift down. But you can as well click on the female and just drag it down all the way to the bottom of the cell. Now, if you have a lot more cells, you just click at the top, Control-Shift, that you select everything if they are all in the same range. There's no blank space. So tell me, what range of cell do you have? Let's be sure you are correct. Cell what to cell what? Have you selected?
Not yet.
Click on the first.
My system is slow.
Slow, okay.
Okay.
Eden, what about you?
Range C1 to C51.
C1, and that's your range of cell, right? Now, if you look on the right, you will see female, female, female. Those are the data that are in that range of cell. Now, you are seeing female arranged or male arranged. It's because we sorted this earlier. Even if they were scattered, it makes no difference. Now, so criteria, what is our criteria? What are we looking for? Criteria is, what are we looking for? Now, if you see, when you click on criteria, you see that same place we read under. It's telling us, is the condition or criteria in form of a number, expression, or test that defines which cells will be used to find average. In our case, the cells that will be used to find average are the cells that have female. So what we are saying is, a cell, check this range of cell, and what are you looking for? Look for female. So I typed in female because that's what we are looking for. Are we there? Have we typed in the criteria we are looking for? Because our question says average if gender is female. So we've told Excel where to go and check for that gender, gender, which is our gender column. Now, question, when I look in the gender column, what am I looking for? The answer is you are looking for everybody who is female on that group. That's our criteria. Now, what's the third thing, function argument we are supposed to give to Excel? Somebody with me?
Yes, the salary.
But
okay, where are you? If you're stuck, let me know.
I'm at logical functions. Is that not what we're doing?
Yes, we are. Yes, so we finished the range. You finished the range. You have your range, C2 to C51.
No.
So you've not selected the range.
My
Okay.
system was hanging.
Okay, now you are back. Okay, so I'm stepping back.
But it's showing me view only.
Showing you what?
View only. Request editor set.
View only.
Yeah.
Did you click on what's that? Now, once you open the file, you can click on, there's a place where you click on. What's that thing now? Forgotten. Edit. Open for editing. There's a way, if you download a file from the internet, there's a way you can view, except you say, okay, close and reopen.
Huh.
It should give you an option to edit. So that means you cannot type into your file now.
I can't type in at the moment.
Okay, open.
I will just be, okay, no problem. I'll just be following up. Let me just.
But while you are following, try and reopen that file and see if it will. What's that thing? You say open for editing, allow for editing. Okay. You click it on top and the file can be edited. It cannot be view only. Okay, so Eden, now you give me feedback. Marilyn is in class. Jawab is in class, but so Marilyn, if you're mute, I need to know that we are following. It actually helps me to move faster. So Eden, do you have your criteria? Have you typed in your criteria?
Yes, sir.
Female. Now, average range. What's the description of the average range? It says, I need you to read it for me. Let me be sure you are there. When you click on the average range, what's the description at the bottom?
Are the actual cells to be used to find the average? If omitted, the cells in range are used.
Okay, now you know we selected a range, right? So yes. It means that this particular average range is not compulsory. If you don't put it there, it will use the cell in the range. But in our case, you cannot use the cell in the range because they are male, female. You can't calculate average of words, test. So in our case, what we are looking for is average salary, right? So we go to the range of cell of salary and select everything there. I'm clicking and drawing down, which is a long way of doing that. But the short way of doing it is click on top. Okay. Now, when you do this, you actually see before you click OK. Eden, can you see your result?
Yes, I can.
What are you getting?
I'm getting.
Yeah, let me hear.
112,377 dots.
That's interesting. I'm getting 114,000. It means that one of your number is different from one of my number. Or are you sure you selected all the entire range? Okay, what's the range you selected for the average range? G2 to what?
G2 to G51.
Correct. So I'm sure there's a figure that is different from my figure. Okay, maybe we will play with, why should it be different? But I'm getting 114,000. You're getting 112. Do we have the same figures? You can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
A figure, huh? Maybe I played with this worksheet. I keep using them again. Whatever, but you understand the steps we just took to get our average?
Yes, I do.
This, and that. So 3 things Excel asks you for the function argument. Where are you checking? What's the range you are checking, which is our gender? Secondly, what are you looking for in gender? We say we are looking for female. Then finally, it says, where do you want to calculate? What's the average range? Which range do you want to use for average? So that is the salary column. Now, I need you to practice all different other options. Now, I'll give you 2 options, for example. You can say average salary if, say, education is primary. That's very easy to find. So in that case, our range that we are checking is education. The criteria is primary because then the average range is our salary range. Do you understand those 3 parameters? Those parameters come from the question you are being asked. Now, we want to go to the next one, which is count if. Now, as you do 1, 2, 3, 4, you find out, oh, they follow a certain pattern. Count if. They say count if gender is female. Now, in our worksheet, the gender are not, they are properly arranged, but I don't want them properly arranged. Please click on this worksheet, right? Click on the worksheet. I want you to sort by age. Now, the way I like classes to go, we don't only do what we are doing today. The thing we did last class, I'm always happy when we have an opportunity to practice it so that you remember. You remember we did sort and filter, right?
Yes.
So click on age. Let's sort by age. Sort, smallest to largest. It means that the smallest, the person with the lowest age will come up. Sort. Okay. Suddenly we have 30. Do you have the same thing?
Yes.
As the lowest age, right? 30, 30, 30. You have the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, so I deliberately scattered it so that all my female arranged together, male arranged together, so that nobody assumes that you have to have them arranged in order for Excel to be able to do this if function. No. Excel looks through the whole range and is able to identify what is the criteria you are looking for, whether you are looking for male, whether you are looking for education, whether you are looking for a number, Excel is able to identify. Now, I need somebody to write the count if function. I'm not going to talk you through it. To write a function, we start with equal to, right? That's given.
Yeah.
So, Eden, write the count
Sir.
if function. I don't want to tell you how to write it. I know you've not written the count if function before, but the good thing with Excel is when you start to write more functions, you start to understand how functions, how the whole syntax is. We are going to write more complex functions. These are actually simple and single functions. Today, we might get to write some functions that have a lot of parameters. We'll get there. But I just need you to, okay, Eden, are you writing? You'll be not.
Yes, sir.
All right, start with equal to, then talk us through what you are doing.
Okay. After equals to, I now typed CO, so it brought out options. I now saw count if, so I double clicked on count if. It now gave me
bracket.
opens the bracket and gave me it gave me some
function
other words like
arguments.
function. Okay, function arguments.
Arguments.
Like,
how many function arguments did it give you?
It gave me 2 function arguments.
Which are?
Range and criteria.
Okay, so what's our range?
Our range.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Question says count if gender is female. So what's our range?
Okay.
Where's the place we are going to check?
Count if gender are female. Okay. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So where are you going to check? That's what the range means.
Yes. So we're going to check
where?
Gender.
Fantastic. And then what is the criteria?
The criteria is the condition of form expression of text. So
if gender is female.
Female.
Okay,
Fantastic. So we are checking gender, we are checking if it is female. So I need you to write the function. Anybody who is practicing. So range, our range is gender. So I click on gender, and Control Shift down. I get the whole gender selected. That's my C2 to C51 again. Now, criteria, let me say this. We used the function argument box earlier, but this time, I want you to type it in. And to type it in, because it's a test, you must put it inside what? What do we put it in? Because it's a test, include it in what?
Apostrophe, quote marks.
Quote marks, yes.
Double quotation.
Yes, double inverted comma. So,
inverted commas.
So for the female, you put the first, open the double quotation, type in female, then close your double quotation. And after that, you close your brackets. So enter and tell me what the result is. Somebody
21.
enter, tell me what. What did
21.
you say?
21.
21.
21.
Fantastic. Now, I need you to do something for me. Go to the gender. Instead of what, there's a female in the third, on the fourth line. Make it male. Look at what happens to your results. Your two results you have calculated. Check what happens to them. What happens to the two results?
It's now 20.
It's now 20. It's dynamic.
Okay.
Once anything changes in the column you are checking, Excel automatically knows that, oh, we used to, last count was 20 female. It runs the count all over again. That's the truth. Once you change anything in the worksheet, Excel is like refresh. Excel runs the count all over again. Anything, including the salary. Imagine the first salary now becomes 100,000, which I just did for my own. Enter. You notice that, oh, it didn't change because that's not a female. So if that was a female, it will change. Let me make this female. First person is now female. See, my count has changed, my salary has changed. So when you change whether salary or the gender, your results automatically update. So sum if. Okay, I need us to quickly do this so that we can move forward. They are all simple. I want us to sum if gender is male. We've used female, female. Even though the question here says female, we've done the average if function, we've done the count if. This is sum if. You are adding together anything. Sum if gender is female. So one will sum all the salary for all the female. You can sum up the age, you can sum up the experience. Which of them, what should we sum? Should we leave salary and sum something else? Age, experience. It's numbers you can sum, definitely. So can we sum age if gender is male? Can we all do that together?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually changing the question here. So you write your sum if function, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What is our range? Gender.
Our range.
We are looking for gender. Okay, after this, I'll give us another example. I'll give us another example. A sum if example. So what's our range? Our range is still gender.
Yeah.
Select the entire column. Comma. What's our criteria?
Age.
I said we should make the criteria male, right?
Male, yes, you said so.
Instead of female. So let's go ahead. What's our sum range? I said, can we sum the age instead of summing salary? We've done salary. We'll do something else quickly after this. Can we sum the age? So our sum range is age. I need us to do the same thing so that we can compare results. Sum range is age. Close your brackets, and then I'm getting 1028. I'm summing gender male for the age. So the combined age of everybody is 1028. Do you have the same figure?
No, I got 1027.
1027. Me and you, there's some little difference in our worksheets. I'm sure something changed between when I sent you the worksheet and now. But I hope you know, oh, what if, I changed one male to female, but it's okay. But you understand the whole syntax that we've gone through.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want us to take an example that is a bit different from this. Let's sum the salary if experience is less than 10. Can we write that function quickly? Everybody whose experience is less than 10 years, let's sum their salary. Do we understand? The column we are going to check is experience. The criteria is that the experience is less than 10. And then we are going to sum the salary. Can we write that quickly? Equals to sum if. We could as well do count if we wanted to. Sum if. What is our range? What range are we checking? We are checking experience. What is the criteria? We say experience less than, do I say greater than 10? Greater than 10. Now, note, can you see my screen? I'm using my function dialog box so that you see what's happening here. Can you see my screen? Eden?
Yes, we
Sir.
can.
Yes.
I am using the function dialog box so that you can see what I'm doing. F2, which is the first cell in experience, I wrote greater than 10. Greater than 10 is a logical argument. Is it less than, is it greater than, is it equal to? Those are all logical arguments. We've been using equal to. By the time we say gender is female, it's like saying equal to in a number. If you say the age is 10, it's the same as saying the age is equal to 10. So now we are saying if the age, sorry, the experience in our case is greater than 10, what do we want to sum? We want to sum the salary. So my sum range is my salary range. Select everything. And I click OK. I see that my answer is not popping out well. What happened? Sum if, sorry, something is wrong with this function. Let me see. Sum if this F2 is greater than 10. Do I drag this down? Come in. F2. Let me see. That's F51. Let me see. Written the 10, enter. No, not so. Okay, I think I'm missing something. I can't check that out now. I'll check that out later. What else? Let's, Eden, are you getting the answer? Let me go over
no,
it
not
again.
yet.
Equals
Yes,
to sum if, what are we saying? Let me go over it quickly. Sum if, open bracket. What's my range? I'm checking experience.
I got 0. I don't know if I
Yes.
did the right.
Okay, no,
got 0.
let me go over it again. Range. Let me use my function argument box. That's my range. This age is, yes. Then criteria, greater than 10. This greater than 10. Let me see criteria. After greater than it to be added. If the experience is greater than 10, some range is here. Come in, I'll correct it now. I'll correct it and let me see, what am I missing? True. Why is this greater than 10? Now, F this.
But the sum range, is it only one cell? It's not supposed to be the whole.
I'm trying to add the whole cell.
The whole.
for
The
criteria.
experience, the criteria, experience greater than 10 or true, or I'm skipping something. More than equal to, I'm skipping something. No, it's not. Okay, I'll sort this out and go through it again. Don't worry, just leave that for now. Okay, let's deal with this final one. I'm skipping something. Some if gender is female and education is primary. Okay, this actually stretches it a little. Now, this is some ifs. We've done some if, right? Single criteria. Some if is double criteria. Deal with two criteria together. Now, we are dealing with the two criteria. We're still dealing with gender one, and then the second one is education. So let's write the sum if function, ifs, and go over it together. Equals to sum ifs. Okay, this is my sum ifs. Now, I want to use the function argument box to make my life very clear. Sum range, what's the range we are summing? Now, if you notice, this is reverse. The first thing Excel is asking you for is, what is the range you are summing? And the range we are summing is our salary. So is anybody in the function argument box?
Yes. Yeah.
Sum ifs. So let's select the salary. This is reverse because we are dealing with two criteria. So I've selected the sum range, which is our salary. Now, criteria one. What is the first criteria that Excel is asking us for? Look at the question. Somebody look at the question and tell me the first criteria. Criteria 1 says what?
Gender is female.
Gender is female.
Is female.
Gender is
Like
female.
we normally do, we go to the column of gender, select the column of gender, and say female equals to, open your quote, female, and close the double quote. So that range is what, sorry, what did I do? This thing is coming down, sorry. The range is up, the criteria is female, under, not on the same line. Okay, yeah, correct. So criteria 1, criteria range 1, then criteria 1. Then we have the option of criteria range 2 and criteria 2. So, Marilyn, have you put in criteria range 1?
Yes, criteria 1, female.
Okay, now what is the second criteria range? And what's our second criteria? Zainab.
Yes, second criteria.
Education. Yes.
Is education.
Education is what? So second criteria is what?
Primary.
Gender is
primary.
Education.
So it's primary.
So,
our second range, our second criteria range will be education, right? So we select the whole of education. And then our second criteria is what? What are we looking for in education?
Primary.
Primary.
So we type in primary. Criteria 2, primary. What can I see? Yes, primary. Let me see. Okay. Why is my result 0?
No, mine is
okay, no,
8,000 something.
I have a different result. Why are we getting different results? 658. I think that I've been the change to my worksheet compared to you guys. Eden, what are you getting?
I'm getting criteria. I'm getting 0.
No. Press your tab. It shouldn't give you 0. Press your tab. As if you are going forward.
Okay. It's giving me 558,473.
Marin, is this the same thing you are getting?
Same thing.
Okay. I think there's been some change to my worksheet. And you know, I'm constantly using this worksheet. Most times I don't save changes, but sometimes maybe I forget and I save changes. So, okay, I'm the one getting a different answer, but we understand the whole flow, right?
Yeah.
Now, I need you to notice something. This is sum ifs. There is count ifs. There is average ifs. Now, we've done the if, which is only one criteria, right? But when you go to the if, sum if, average if, count ifs, you now do multiple criteria. We just did criteria range 1 and criteria 1, criteria range 2 and criteria 2. You can continue. I think it stops at 255 criteria. Did you hear that? So
yes.
your count if, you can keep pushing it until you're giving it 255 conditions. So Excel can keep checking. Now, this is a small data set, right? Only 7 columns. Excel can check through 255 columns to check different criteria. Is the gender female? Is the age this? Is education this? You can give Excel 2, and let me say it clearly. The same way you are saying criteria, range, criteria, range, criteria, you just continue. You notice that these are function dialog box. You can see criteria range 3 already showed up in my own. Press your tab, 4 will show up. Keep pressing your tab. When you are done, you can click OK, and then your result drops on your screen. So if you have 10 criteria, you have multiple columns, it's the same thing. Of course, for the purpose of class, I will not stretch it too far, but this is basically the same thing. Now, this is, I've moved on to the next sheet. Let me try and see how fast we can. ifs. I'm not going to teach ifs. I need you to practice ifs. If you have any challenge, let me know. We just did some ifs, right?
Yes.
You've done the if, you've done the can't, you've done some ifs. So if you see ifs, it means that instead of using only one criteria, if gender is female, you are not combining two criteria. Okay, I think I like the way this is. This is an assignment, right? Some if gender is female, age less than 30, two criteria. The second one says salary great. Okay, let's say some if salary is greater than 500, education is bachelor, experience is less than 4 years. Okay, if what you should write, this one needs you to write something, retain or release. So if this is, you know, our if function, you can say value if true and value if false, right?
Yeah.
In this case, you are going to write ifs. And when all the criteria are met, you put value if true, retain, value if false, release. Play with this as an assignment. I'm not going to teach you beyond that. It's going to task your head. If you need to use ChatGPT, use it. If you need to use Google, use it. You guys are starting to develop more. So I'm not going to teach this page. I'm going to continue. The next page is similar, but I'm going to go through this page. I'm on the ifs too, right?
Yes.
I like the page because of what it can do. I have a score sheet here on this page. And then I have the score and grading. Now, if people score normally below 40 in an exam, what grade do we give them? Like Zainab's governor. What grade should we give?
Leave my governor alone.
Your governor. So if they score below 40, what grade are they getting?
F.
A G, right? If you have only 50 students, you can start manually putting grades. But with if function, which you will practice in the assignment I gave, of course, I should get this assignment by Saturday. I'll review it before Tuesday. With the if function, you can automatically put in grades for students. Now, if you have 5,000 students or 1,000 students, you don't want to be manually doing that. If you can write a function once, and then it will put grades for everybody. So we are going to write that if function together. That's the last thing. Okay, the other next page, I won't teach it. I'll explain it. You can learn it by yourself. Then I'll teach the other page so that we can move on quickly. So we are going to write this if function together. We are going to use two things here. The score, less than 40, 40 to 45, 46 to 49, and then the grades. We're going to write it together. I actually have an example here, but let's write this together. Equals to, what's the thing we are looking for? What function are we using?
If.
If function. If with an X. Now, I need you to understand that whether you type it or capital letter, it makes no difference to Excel for your function. So I want to use the function dialog box. I like it. I prefer to work here in this function dialog box because when I'm working, my answer is showing up. Now, when you are writing this kind of multiple functions that have multiple arguments, multiple criteria, please be careful because missing a comma, your function won't give you the correct result. Missing even just a bracket. If you open one bracket and you don't close it, or you open three brackets and you close two, American call it parentheses. You open three parentheses and you close two. Excel will tell you there's an error. Sometimes, if it's a simple error, Excel will correct it. But if it's a complicated one, Excel will tell you this function will not work. So let's start. What's our first logical test? It says if score is less than 40, give the person F. That's our first logical test. Do we understand that?
Yes.
It's simple now. So we go to score, we click on our score, which is cell C3. And then we write the less than 40. Shift, you know the less than sign.
Is it just one cell? Sorry,
we are only
Mr. Ken, is it
clicking
one cell or
on
the whole
C3,
range?
yes. No, we are clicking on only C3.
Okay.
When we finish writing this function, we are going to copy it down. Excel is going to check cell to cell. using relative reference.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we are checking, it says we're only checking one cell for this function. When we finish checking it, a cell will by itself check all the others. That's what makes it easy. So we say if cell C3 is less than 40, huh? What is the value if true?
F.
F. Simple. I like to type my F in capital letter. Have we gotten that? Now,
yes.
After you type your logical test, what is the result Excel is giving you for the logical test? True or false? Logical test 1, what's the result?
False.
False. Because that cell is greater than 40, right? 60 is greater than 40. So it's false. So let's go to logical test 2. We are still going to go to the same cell C3 and check if it is less than or equal to 45. Now, this is what we are doing. Anything that goes from 40 to 45, Excel will capture it in this place. Now, somebody will ask me, what of the one that is below 40? We have captured it in our first logical test. This logical test is increasing. Excel will check, is it below 40? If it's not below 40, Excel will do the next logical test. So our first logical test has dealt with below 40. So now our next logical test is saying, is C3 greater than or equal to 45? It means that everybody 45 and going all the way to 40, which has not been captured by less than 40, Excel will give it the grade we tell. What is, if logical test 2 is true, what is the value if true?
E.
E. So we type in E as the value if true. Yes, correct. So now the next logical test is what? Somebody tell me the next logical test. Looking at logical test, what do they call it now? The logical test 2. What will logical test 3 look like? Same.
C3 less
C3,
than or equal to 49.
C3 less than or equal to?
Less than or equal to 49.
49, yes. So tab, C3 less than or equal to. Okay, value if true is what? That's the D.
D.
Right. So tab, let's write the next logical test. Now we can write this sharply, right? Eden, are you with me?
Yes, I'm following, but
Okay.
I didn't want to disturb my Excel. Apparently, I do not have ifs.
Oh, Eden, can you upgrade your Excel? There are some things I could have told that. Please slow down teaching because of this version challenge. Okay, now it's the same thing I was saying. Older version of Excel, they stopped at if function, right? Newer version came in with the if function. So, okay, just listen. I'll talk us through.
Yes.
What we are doing, we are testing multiple criteria. So it's like each criteria gives Excel a ceiling. Anybody below the first criteria, Excel gives it a score. The people above are still free. Now we extend the criteria, like anybody below 40 is the first criteria. Excel gives them an F. But from once it gives them an F, Excel is waiting. The next criteria is between 40 and 45. But what would actually tell Excel? 45 and below. That's why we say less than or equal to 45. Now, my logical test 4 is C3 less than or equal to what? I've done 49, so it's 59. Then tab, value if true, C. My next logical test, the same C3, less than or equal to 74. Value if true, we get a B. Then the last logical test, please note this. The last logical test, we've gotten to what is like the highest point. This is the top score. So we write if our C3 greater than or equal to 75. So anything 75 and above, we know that the score stops at 100. Nobody scores above 100 in an exam marked over 100. So anything above 100 or above 75, which is 75 up to 100, Excel gives it value if true, we say put an A.
A.
That is it. Now, what is your formula result? This is your test, whether your formula is correct or not. What's your formula result? Look at it under B.
B.
Is that correct? 60 falls between 60 and 74. So is B correct? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it's correct.
60 falls between 60 and so if we know it's correct,
B.
which is why I like this function argument box, we click OK. And what's the grade for number 1? What's the grade?
B.
B. So what okay, please double click and copy down. Tell me what result you are getting. Double click to copy down. What do you have? Yeah, Marilyn, you are the one now. Eh? What happened?
And then I have B. The next one is E.
Why is it E?
A.
Because the person scored 45.
45, yeah.
So all the grades show up. Does this look pretty fast?
Yeah.
Instead of going through 1,000 names to be giving them grade, you just write this simple formula and you grade everybody once. And so while your mates, let's say this is a teacher compiling results, while his mates are staying 5 days in the office trying to compile results and pull grades, you do this and then you get your result. Now, this does not only do something like grade. Instead of, value if true, where we are writing A, B, C, D, E, right? We can actually write name or we can put numbers. Okay, let's do something. Do we play with it? I can go back to my function. Now, instead of putting logical test 1, I put F there, right? I want to write fail. So what I'm showing you is that you can write something. Now for logical test 2, instead of writing E, I put a number, let's say 10,000. I'm not going to mess up the formula any more than this. So let me click OK. When I copy down, you see that everybody who falls in the brackets of below 40, there's fail in their result. Anybody who falls in the bracket between 40 and 45, they are getting 10,000. What I just needed to explain to us was, we have used A, B, C, D because this is a grade, but you can also use it to put numbers or write. Now listen to one more thing. If the grade changes, what happens? This grade, instead of being 45, of being 60, it becomes 20. See what happens?
Yeah.
The grade changes, it becomes fail because I've changed it to fail. So that's for that. Now, and or not, I'm not going to teach it. I'll tell you 2 things. One, Eden doesn't have it. I don't know whether the rest of us have it in it's a newer Excel function. But 2, I don't think, apart from I don't think I've used any of this. So I want to kind of restrict to things I'm sure you will use soon and very soon. I don't want to teach you things just to teach something and while away the time. No, let me teach things you can use. But this is what I would say about this function. It works as simply as all the rest of our function. Now, if you are not sure what a function will do for you, like and, or what you should supply to the function to make it work, once you type equals to and, click on your FS, your function argument box, and you can read all of the prompting and then you're able to solve it. Okay, I want to teach us this quickly. This is where we'll end this logical functions. There are a lot you can play with, so practice. I'm on the if error page. I need somebody to calculate the rate. If I spend 3,300 on 13 items, what is the rate?
That's
Eden.
be
Yes. Marilyn, yes. I spent yes. Tell me. Tell me.
C3 divided by D3
Equals to C3 divided by what? D3. Enter.
D3.
Eden, you can do this, right? Eden.
I'm with you, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you gotten this result? I'm on the next page.
Okay.
If error. You
yes.
have
If
this,
error. Yes.
You should have if error. So do this calculation quickly. Marilyn, have you done this calculation?
Yes, I have.
All right, copy down.
Oh, okay.
Now, copying down, we have two problems, right?
Yes.
What's the problem? Division by 0. Now, sometimes this kind of error shows up when you are working in Excel. It shows up, particularly when you have blank cells or when you have some characters that shouldn't be where they are supposed to be. Now, you don't want to send in a report and you are saying hash division by 0. That's an error sign. Huh? So that's how you use the if. You wrap your function in an if error formula so that it cleans out your function. So now please click on your first result, your 253.85. What do you see in your formula bar? What do you see in your formula bar when you click on? What's the formula there?
That's equals to C3 divided by D3.
Okay, now look at that equal to, click behind C3. Click behind C3. Are you there? Click behind C3 bar. On the formula bar, yes. Equal to, your cursor should be there before C3.
Yeah.
Type if error. It actually pops up. If error. Huh? Now, if error is asking you for two arguments, what are they? What's he asking you for? Value, 1.
And value if error.
If error. So after value, click on, there's C3 divided by D3. Move your cursor to after the D3 and put comma. That becomes your value. Now the question is, if there's an error here, what do you want to put in the cell? You can decide to leave it blank. You can decide to write not available or not applicable. We are going to do both options. To leave it blank, all you simply need to do is to, you know that our double quotation mark that we usually do. Type double quotation mark, press your tab, which leaves in an empty space, and close the double quotation mark. Then close your brackets. Are we okay? I canceled. Who is with me? Am I stretching you guys too much?
No.
Don't worry, this is the last thing we'll do here. Eden.
C3, sir.
After C3 divided by D3, click and put a comma.
A comma, okay.
That becomes the value. Now, what's the next thing the cell is asking you for? Value
if error.
Error. Now, that's what I was explaining. If error, what do we want to put there? We can decide to write something like not available, not applicable, price is not this. Or we just leave it blank. And to leave it blank, you remember our inverted comma that we usually write text into?
Yes.
You click, you put the inverted comma, you press your tab, which leaves a space, and then you close the inverted comma. Then you close your bracket.
Oh, okay.
What that inverted comma does for us, normally we type inside it, right? Instead of typing inside it, we've left it empty. If we've done that, Marilyn, have you done that?
Yes, I have.
Okay, press enter. We get our result for the first cell because the result is calculated. Then we copy down. Notice what happens to the division error. The error you were seeing, hash division by 0 error. What has happened to it?
It's gone.
It's
just
gone.
space.
It's blank.
Blank. Yeah.
Because we told it to be blank. Now let's go back to our first, the Johnston. That's the 3300 divided by 13. The same place where we are writing the first formula. Eden, are you getting the same result?
No, I'm getting an error message.
We are wrapping the error message with an if error function. What it does for you is that instead of you to get error, it clears it up for you. Okay, please click on the first, your cell E3. Click on your cell E3. Let me quickly clean up what you have on your screen, on your page. Cell E3, what do you have in your formula bar? Read it for me quickly.
Cell E3, I have
formula bar.
If, yes, if error.
Open bracket.
Open bracket.
I
have the inverted comma.
Immediately?
Yes.
No, it should be the value, C3 divided by D3.
Okay.
That is the calculation we are doing. Okay. But what Excel is saying that if that calculation gives us an error, any error, NA divided by D, any calculation that you do that brings an error, instead of putting that error, which makes your worksheet look terrible, Excel, put a blank for me. Have you been able to get your blank? C3 divided by D3.
D3,
comma,
yes, comma.
Then you put your blank. Your blank is inverted comma with nothing inside it.
Yes.
Close your bracket and enter. Then copy your results down.
Okay.
Copy your result down. They become blank now, right?
Yes.
Okay, now click on your E3 again. Let's not make it blank anymore. You see that our inverted comma, the space we left in between it, Abby?
Yes.
Let's type not available. I just want you to see what will happen. Not available. We are now speaking, we are now leaving an information. Rate not available. You can write rate not, okay, somebody did an error something. Rate not available. Now, after getting my first result, if I copy down, you notice that everywhere that's supposed to have an error, Excel is writing rate not available. Now, this not available, anything you type into that inverted comma shows up here. So who is getting the right result?
I am.
Okay. Eden, what about you? Have you changed your blank into not available, right?
Yes,
okay, for example, if quantity for Johnston becomes 0, enter. Excel tells you not available. If not, it will give you that hash division by 0 error. Or if quantity becomes, let me put a test there, enter, the same result. Normally, when you divide by a test, it will give you an error. But because we have an if error function, it hides the error and says, if you want it to be blank, you can make it, or you make it not available, or not. You can write a test, not available, or whatever. Any test you want to write, or you leave it blank. That's all. So 1 hour into class, we've touched logical functions. Please, logical functions goes beyond what we've touched. There are much more you can do with it. When we'll use them when we start to do some other things, but play with them around. Ask yourself questions and try to solve it with the logical function. Like I said, ChatGPT is your friend. The internet is your friend. There are some, jam a problem, ask ChatGPT or ask YouTube, or else ask me and we can deal with it. So I'm going to stop sharing this slide, and then I'm going to move on to the next slide. Stop share. Let me share the next one. So we are in conditional formatting. Yes, okay. Conditional formatting. let me know when you see my screen. Let me know when you see my screen, please. Are you seeing my screen, conditional formatting?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to confirm that what I'm sharing is showing. Okay, allows you to automatically apply formatting, color, icons, data bars based on cell value. Now, the rest of them is to do this, you create a formatting rule. We'll do that. So what this does for you, we learned formatting earlier, right? Okay, in the basic class, the free basic class, we did formatting. Formatting helps you to bring your worksheet to a place where it's presentable. But what conditional formatting does for you is when the condition in a cell changes, a cell automatically formats for you. For example, I'm looking at a little worksheet here. My interest really is in cost of, COGS is short for cost of goods sold, and then sales. Cost of goods sold and sales. Those are the two things I'm interested in. Don't worry about the values. It's just for academic purpose. Cost of goods sold and then sales. Those are the two sets I'm going to focus on. Of course, we can use conditional formatting for even tests as well. We are going to play with it a little. So imagine I have sales. Let's deal with the column sales. That's simple. And I want to know what are all the values that are above, say, 10,000. I want to format them a certain color. I'll be scrolling through. You see this 13,000, I'll format it. I'll scroll down, another 13 format, 30 format, no. If I have 10 rows of data, no problem. But if I have 1,000, 1 million rows of data, and I need to know who are the people, let's say these are sales professionals. I want to know who are the people who hit the target of 10,000. I can easily do that with conditional formatting. And now let me say this before I start teaching conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is one of those things in Excel that is so vast that if I want to teach you all the rules today, we can spend the whole 2 hours doing conditional formatting and we'll not finish it. But I'm going to show you some basics. I'm going to show you how to use a formula. Then assignment number 2, this one, you don't need to submit it. Play with conditional formatting. I can't teach it all. There are so many different conditions. So first of all, let's select this range of cells called sales, beginning to the end. You can click on top, Control Shift down, you select, very simple. Now, if you look on your screen, you see the conditional formatting icon. Sorry, icon, yes. Can you see that in the middle of your screen after our number dialog box?
Yes.
So we've selected the cell we want to format, but we don't want to do our normal formatting. We want to format it based on condition. So click on conditional formatting. Now, when I tell you that there are so many options, I mean there are so many options. This drop down has more drop downs and more drop down. So go to highlight cell rules. See, can you see the rules here?
Yes.
Yes.
Greater than, less than,
between,
equal to.
Can you see text that contains? It means that you can actually use it to format a text, or date occurring before, after this duplicate values. I like when I use it for duplicate values. You can look at the data set and just, hey, format duplicates so that I know what is duplicated. Now, this is highlight cell rules. Now, go to the next one, top and bottom rules. I'm going to explain and then we're going to take some example. And this is why I told you we can't go through it. Are you on top and bottom rules?
Yes.
What can we see there? Top 10, top 10%, bottom 10 items, bottom 10, above average, below average. Notice that you can see more rules under it. I've not gone there. But let me tell you something about top 10. Even though Excel calls it top 10, we are going to come back and use top 10. You can actually select top 5. You can select top 20. It's actually top 10 is like an acronym, or let's say synonym, but you can change that 10 to top 15, top 20. We are going to use it. Data bars. Now, when you click on data bars, it gives you an option. When you pick any of the option, you see your sheet. It's as if it's been formatted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I save my data bars based on the size of your data. You can format automatically. Now, what you are seeing on my screen, I've not formatted. This is just preview. What it's telling me is that if you use this data bars, this is how it will look like. Solid fill, shape. Now, to use it, I have to click. This is preview. Color set, the same thing. Now, when I tell you this conditional formatting is wide, I'm sure you can see all the multiple examples we have. And everybody tells you more rules. I like icon sets. There are different icons which shows up, down, and then do I say a uniform? Is it going up? Is it going down? Different icon sets. Now, let me ask a question before let me know I'm not talking to myself. Can we see these different icon sets?
Yes.
Hello, who is
Yes.
playing with their system?
Yes. Yes.
You can see the different icon sets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, depending on what you want to show, that will determine what you will use. So we are going to play with a couple of the rules. Just we'll play with it, we will undo, we'll play, we'll undo. So let's go to our highlight cell rules and click on greater than. Excel just picked a figure, but we don't agree with that figure, right?
Yes.
So what figure did Excel pick for you?
41,500.
Okay, I don't want that figure. So somebody pick a figure for us. Just look at your worksheet. Greater than what figure do we want to highlight?
Greater than 10,000.
Greater than 10,000. Okay, if you say so. Now, have you noticed that Excel is showing you a preview of what you are going to get? Do we agree we should make it greater than 10,000 or we should change the figure? Okay, greater than 10,000. Now, format says greater than 10,000 with what's in that box?
Light red fill.
Light red fill with dark red text.
With dark red
And the
text.
truth is, I don't like light red fill with dark red text. The contrast is not good, but that's Excel's default. I don't like it. So I click on the drop down. I have other options.
Yes.
But I don't even like any of the red options. You can use any of them if it's okay for you, but I need to teach us custom formats.
Custom formats.
So this custom format, you can choose your own color, you can choose your font color, you can choose the field, you can choose the border. So let's quickly go through this. Can we see number? You can format the number here, different types of formats. Now the font, I want bold. I can't change the font type. Border, do I want a border? I can put a border. What of the field? This is where it's important for me. Okay, no, sorry. In the font, I can change the font color, please. Somebody go back to font. Where you see automatic, click on it. Are we on the font?
Yes.
Yeah.
Click on the automatic. Suddenly you see color. Somebody pick a color for us. I don't want black. Pick a color.
Blue.
Yes, now black is default. So let's make something obvious. What color?
Blue.
Brown.
Dark blue.
Blue. Okay, dark blue. It's okay. Okay, I pick very dark blue. When I taught formatting in the basic class, I said, when I pick a very dark color for text, my field color, I like it to be a light color so that there's contrast, right, ladies?
Yes.
When I pick a very light color for the background, my text color is dark so that there's contrast. So since we picked dark blue for the text, our field color has to be a light color. So what color are we picking? It has to be a light shade. We can actually pick light blue or gray. I like these grays a lot. So what color are we picking?
Light blue.
Blue. Okay. Something very light. So that's our field.
Gray.
If we want a border, we can put border, but I don't want border. So click OK after you choose your color. You notice that it's a custom format, but we can already see the format on our screen, right?
Yes.
So let's click OK. Have you noticed what has happened to our values now?
Yes.
anything above 100, sorry, above 10,000, sorry,
10,000.
Excel has formatted it the way we say it should format it. Now, let's go back to our conditional formatting. I am taking us to the bottom. What do we have at the bottom?
Icon
Manage
set.
rules.
No.
Icon set.
Conditional formatting, no, beyond icon set, there are 3 other things.
New rule, clear rules, manage rules.
Okay, now, if we are changing the rule, we can go to new rule. Clear rules means everything we put here, remove it. You know, that's clear, Abby. But let's
Yeah.
manage the rules. Let's manage rules. I know why I took us here. Under manage rule, can you see cell value greater than 10,000? Hello? Did you click on manage rules?
Yes.
Under new rule, you can see button, cell value greater than 10,000. Can you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Double click. Now, it opens a dialog box where you can change, instead of cell value greater than 10,000, I can change it to 20,000. Is anybody seeing that option?
Yes.
So I've changed the cell rule and I click OK. Apply. Have you noticed that Excel has changed what is formatting on my screen? Because I've changed the rule, what Excel is formatting now is different. And I say OK. Excel is no longer formatting above 10,000. It's now formatting above 20,000 because I've gone to my conditional formatting. Under manage rules, I've changed the rules. Has anybody been able to change their rules?
Yes.
All right. If you have been able to change your rules, now go to clear rules. I want to clear everything so that we can take another option. I want to do top and bottom. Error, please correct whatever error is. I'm on clear rules. Marilyn, are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Clear
so I want
rules.
to clear the rules. It's asking me 2 questions. Clear rules from selected cell or clear rules from the entire worksheet. If you have conditional formatting all over the worksheet, and you want to clear everything once, you can say from entire worksheet. But for us, we only have it in this place. So even if we say entire worksheet, no problem. But if you are not sure, just clear from where you selected. Clear rules from selected cell. What happens to all your data sets?
It has gone back to the way it was.
It was before, because all our conditional formatting rules, we've removed them. But of course, we are still doing conditional formatting for another 5 minutes. Let's play with some more. Like I said, play with conditional formatting. Now let's do top and bottom rules. Click on top 10, and then you see what I was telling you. When you click on top 10, what do you see? There's a dialog box here.
Okay.
Can you see the option of changing 10?
Yes.
So top, what do we want to see? Top what?
Top 30.
Top 30.
Top 13. Top 13.
Okay, interesting. I thought you would bring it down. Do you notice that as I'm increasing top what, Excel is adding more cells to it? Top, my own, I've got my own to top 22. I'm actually clicking. But if she says top 13, I can select what's inside that cell and type in 13. But you can also use the arrow to take it up or down. Yeah. So let's do top 13 first and see. We'll come back and play with this rule. Top 13. I'm not going to change. You know that light red field with dark red text is a search default, Abby?
Yes.
I'm not going to change it because I don't want to spend the time going to do custom format. But you know how to change the custom formatting. So I just simply say, okay. Now, if you count the number of cells that have been formatted, no, you are sure it is 13 cells, right? There are 13. There's no 2 ways. Excel has formatted top 13 because JNAP says top 13. But I don't really like top 13 anyway. I don't like top 13. I want top 3. So first of all, if I can clear these rules and go and do it again, or I can say manage rules. Instead of top 13, I say, no, give me top 3. Any way you want to go about it, apply. Okay. You can clear your rules and pull new rules, or else you can say, okay, give me manage rules and go and edit. What are the top 3 values if you have gotten it? Imagine I want to know
21,000, 30,000, 32,000. 21,000, 30,000, and 34,000.
Seriously, you have 21,000 as one of your top 3? No, it's not possible.
Yeah.
No.
It's not 21,000, I'm saying.
As
Think
one
of
of your
it.
top 3,
Mm-hmm.
I said top 3.
Yeah,
I'm having other figures.
21,000, 30,000, and 34,000.
Those
I
are
don't
your
know if it's
top 3?
different for.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
please. Go to column, sorry, please. Go to row, scroll
Okay, I'm
down to
seeing
row.
35,000 and 80,000.
Your rules are not
Okay.
correct.
It's not.
Click on manage rules. Tell me what your rule says. Manage rules. Top what? Click on manage
So,
rules.
Okay, stop
wait,
13 that's still showing.
You
I
are still
didn't
doing
clear
top
top
13.
13.
hello?
So double click on top 13. Double click on top 13.
Hold on, please. I have a question.
Okay, yeah, I'm listening.
Show formatting rules for. Is that what will change it? It
Show
says,
formatting. No,
yes,
no,
show
no, 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 no. No, for
new
current
rules,
selection. When you
current
come down,
selection.
no, there's top 3, which is your rule.
Yes.
Which is the rule? Top 3 or top something. Double click on that particular top, whatever is the rule, double click. It
New
gives you
manage rules, clear rules, new rules.
No. Manage rules. Let me see. No. See, let me close. You know, when you click on the formatting, there
Yes.
is manage rules.
Yes.
When you click on manage rules, there is your rules are under. After your new edit and all of those drama, top 3
No.
is under. Can you see
No,
my screen?
I can see your
Okay.
screen, but what I
Yeah.
have
Yes.
is the edit and the delete is not showing, right? Maybe because
Are you
I've
sure?
never
Have you
used it.
selected the cells where you want to work on?
Yes, I have. But
Okay,
let me
clear the
select.
rules.
Let me select it again.
Okay, now if you have a challenge with this, clear rules and then give
Yeah.
it new rules. But
Okay.
let's go again. Manage rules.
Yes.
Can you see the rule at the bottom? Can you see your rule?
Yes,
Top,
rule applied in order shown. Format
fine.
applies to. That's what it's showing.
Under
No.
rule
Under
applied,
rule
what's under
application.
there?
Nothing. It's clear.
That means you don't
Okay.
have any rule.
You have not selected any rule yet.
Either you've not selected any cell or you have cleared your rules.
Okay, so I should do new rule.
Fine, new rule. Go ahead, do new rule.
Okay.
You are doing the long way. New rule.
Format all cells based on their values. Format only cells. Which should I?
New rule.
Okay.
Where's the?
Or
You are
if,
going. Toy,
Yes,
if
sir.
she has not gone for the, maybe
don't go
she should
that way.
just yes,
Go
select
to
sales.
top and
Sales.
bottom rules. You are going
Okay.
a long way. Since you don't have any rule, top and bottom rule.
Yeah.
Conditional formatting, top and bottom. Top 10. Instead of doing top 10, now we are doing top 3. Marilyn, have you done your top 3?
Okay. I should click on
Yes, I
top
have.
10, right?
Yes, top 10. So you have a small
Okay.
dialog box.
I didn't do this one.
Okay, so
I
top,
think
you can
that's
see
where the
top 10,
problem.
right?
Yes.
So make that 10 3.
3.
You can
Okay.
select it. Okay, so what's our top 3?
Okay.
Scroll
Let's
down, you
see.
will find them. It's obvious.
80,000, 65,000,
Yes,
35,000.
80, 65, 35. So that's your top 3. So now, if you were looking for the people who had the top highest sales, you don't need to be scrolling up and down. When you use your
35,
max function, max gives you only one value.
65, 80. Okay.
Yes, 6535, correct.
80,
If then you
yes.
remember the max function, right?
Yes, sir.
Max gives you only one value, which is the highest. Min gives you the lowest value. But this conditional formatting gives you a set, top three. Now let's let this same set of data and do the bottom three. Let's know who are the those in this stage department. Select the whole range of data, and then top and bottom rules. Let's do bottom 10 items. You remember, right?
Bottom 10 items.
We are not looking for bottom 10, but we'll select bottom 10 to give us the option. Now, change that to bottom 3 and change the field to green. Remember, this is our field, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Click on the drop down. Let's all do green. Green
From
field with
bottom,
dark green text.
from bottom 10.
Yeah,
Bottom
on the
3 now.
bottom 10. Yes, bottom 10 is
Bottom
the
10.
option, but we
Okay,
edit
but
it to 3.
3. Okay.
3.
The bottom 10 dialog box is what is open, but we are changing that 10 to 3.
Okay, we should fill with what color? Green.
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 So can we click OK? So who are what are the bottom 3?
5,000.
Yeah.
5,000.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't apply.
No, it can't
I'm
be
only
5,000.
3,000.
It didn't
Mine,
apply.
3,000.
mine is
It didn't?
3,000. 3,000.
So-
Mine
3,000.
is
Enough.
3,000.
Okay, now, okay, can we go to Toyin, Jenna, please go over it again. Now, can we go to
Yes,
the
I'm
very
doing it
first
again.
item on our stage? It's actually 13,000, right? Let's reduce it to 1,000 and enter. See what happens.
Becomes
Reduce
green.
that 13,000 to what happens?
It becomes green.
Green. What meaning that it's become formatted as one of the
It has
bottom
now
3.
become one of the bottom 3.
Yes. So suddenly, instead of having bottom 3, Excel adds it to the bottom 3. But the funny thing you will notice is that we now have bottom 4. You know why? 3,000, 3,000, and 3,000 are equal. So they all are in the bottom 3. Yes. So all of them are together in the bottom 3. So if there was a 2,000 and a 3,500, they will all be there. But since 3,000 are all equal, they ended up in the bottom 3. So as your value changes, your conditional formatting changes. Are we okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's clear our rules. Simple. We know how to clear rules. Let's clear rules. Now, what you should have noticed with what we just did is that you can have 2 conditional formatting inside one range of data. Did you notice that?
Yes.
You can have multiple conditional formatting, multiple. So if you keep adding different formatting, you would have them. Now, when you go to what is called your manage rules, you will see all the rules. For me, I even have 3 different conditional formatting. 3. Now, if I want to remove one of them in my manage rules, I can pick that one and say delete rule. If I want all of them gone, all I simply need to do is to go and clear my rules, which I have done, clear all my rules from selected cell. So let's go back to conditional formatting. Let's use data bars. This you can play with. I'm not going to spend time on doing this. Data bars, any of them you click, you can tell the value in the cell based on the length of the bar. It's that simple. Now, usually when you open this kind of, what they call it, open this column wider, you actually see the data bars extend. Now, let me explain something about data bars. Data bars, the length is relative to the information in the worksheet. Like, for example, if you have values within a certain range, a close range of each other, the data bars are about the same length. But in this our sales data, we have value as high as 80,000 we have value as low as 1,000. So the data bar will stretch themselves within that range. If you notice that the 1,000 is very short, but the 80,000 is the longest, that's about data bars. Now you can use any other data bar. It's up to you. Data bar, color, scale, icon sets, different matters. I'm tempted to teach one more thing. Using a formula. Let's clear this. Let's clear this. This is intermediate class, so I'm going to teach it. If it's not clear to you, let me know. Let's clear the rules from selected cell. Huh?
Yeah.
And then select the cells. Select the cells. Go to our conditional formatting. Huh? Any of the options you pick, you will see more rules. When you get to more rules, please let me know.
Sorry, we should go to a conditional formatting again.
Yes.
And
Any
select
of the options you pick, you will see more rules under. When you click on more rules, it should bring you to a dialog box. Let me know.
So we can pick any rule.
No, you are going to more. Any of the options will get you to more rules. I'm ending up, yes. Any data bars, anything you sell, you put your mouse over, you get to more rules. Don't select that particular option, but when you put your mouse over it, you see more rules under. So we are in more rules now, Abi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let me talk us through. Format all cells based on their values. That's what we've been doing. Format only cells that contain, I'm talking us through, contain a certain number, contain a certain character, a certain text. That's option 2. Format only top and bottom rank value. We've done top and bottom, right? Format only values that are above or below average. We rarely use it, but if you pick this, fine. Format only unique or duplicate values. Like I said, conditional formatting is so wide. Come back here and play with these things. I'm taking us to the bottom. Use a formula to determine which cells to format. For me, this is the height of conditional formatting. So double click that. Now you say formula.
The formula to determine.
Yes. Format values where this formula is true. Now, I want to give us something very simple. Something as simple as, okay, I say format value if the cell is greater than a certain value. Now, it can get very, very complicated. Okay, let's do something simple. Let's do a small formula. Let's do a small formula. Format this cell if, okay, let me do a simple formula. This, click on our cell, F3. Type F3. In the place where we are supposed to put the formula, put equal to F3. That's, we are writing a function, right?
Yes.
Divided by G3.
I can't see this box.
Okay, you didn't get here. I'm going to cancel. In your
I did though. Hold on. I did. Format values where this formula is true. That's where I am.
That's it. That's the same thing now. Format values where this formula is true. Click inside there. That's where we are typing. Equals to F3 is our cost of goods sold column. F is our cost of goods sold column. F3 divided by G3. I'm going to explain this on the outside. Don't worry. Let's do it. Is, oh, I can't remember what figure to use. Let me say, no. I forgot what figure. Greater than 20,000. Just put 20,000. Don't worry, but we'll pick a formatting. Let me leave this first. Just, I would correct it if I need to, but let me leave this first. F3 divided by G3, if it is greater than 20,000, let's set the format. Let's just fill the font with a color. Let me make it, let's fill with yellow. That's the fill. Now, do we have our formula in place?
Yes.
F3 divided by G3, if it's greater than 20,000, we say format and fill it with yellow. Click OK. Nothing happened. Okay, I can tell. My 20,000 may not have been a correct value. Please click on cell H3. Let me quickly test something. Divide this by, divide F3 divided by G3. Oh, the figure is very small. It can never be greater than 20,000. So I need to go correct my formula. Okay. I'm going back to manage rules. Where are we? Where are we? I lost you. I tested something. I realized what I should do. So manage my rules. My formula. I'm going to clear my rules and let me see. I'm going to do this all over again. Okay, so my sales, what I'm saying, format my sales. If I divide cost of goods sold by sales, I said if the value is greater than 20,000, it didn't work. I just realized that there's no way I can divide this and it will be greater than 20,000. That's why I tested, what am I getting if I divide this? I'm getting 132.21 the rest. So if this is the result I'm getting, the greater than I'm picking in my formula must be within this range. Now let me just quickly go through this. I think I'm losing you guys. I've stretched you guys, but hey, you guys are intermediate going to advanced. Let me just put in a formula and let's see. Format, manage rules. Sorry. Format.
You said more rules.
More rules. So,
Use
and then I'm
formula.
using a formula. Okay, now my formula I'm saying is equal to my cell F3, which is my cost of goods sold, divided by my cell G3 is greater than. Now, looking at the results I'm getting in that my cell H that I used to test it, can I say greater than 50 or 20, since I can see my values are from 4 all the way to 120. So I'm saying greater than 50. Now, the format I want, no format has been set, it's just fill with yellow. And I say, okay. Now, let me apply that and see. Only one cell, I can see, only one cell was formatted. Why? Is there only one cell here that's greater than 20?
50.
What happened? No, that's not correct.
No.
I am skipping something. Let me see, manage rules. Let me go to manage my rules. Did I select all the cell when I was doing? Yes, applies to this whole cell. Yes.
No.
Formula this. Let me see. What did I? Let me see. Let me cancel. I didn't select the whole cell when I did my rules. I don't think I did. Let me select the whole cells and clear and then do the rules again. Okay. More rules, function. Give me 1 minute. So I'm still doing my F3.
Okay, Mr. Ken, I think what happened is that
F3 divided by G3.
we didn't
Yeah,
apply it to F3 down.
F3 down.
We selected the whole of the
G cell.
Sales.
row G. We didn't apply the formula to the whole of row F, column F.
So when you apply
Only
to the whole of
this
column F,
cell.
are you getting the formatting? Are you
Wait,
getting the formatting? No. Let me
just a
see.
minute.
Okay. Okay. Understand what you're saying. Let me trade it.
Skipping
I
something.
don't know. Something
I don't want to push this further. Let me leave this here. I'll get back to this. Shift down. Formatting. Okay, use a formula. Cell this divided by cell this divided by this greater than or 20. Let me see. Format yellow. Okay. Okay. Why is this highlighting everything? Everything is not greater than 20. Okay, I'll correct this next class. I know I'm skipping something. I'll get back to it. Let me teach one more thing before we close for today. Let me stop this. I'll correct this next class. I know I'm skipping something. I'm rushing that part of it. Okay, I'll teach us one more thing, then we'll close today. Data validation. Data validation. So I'm sharing that screen, data validation, which is our module 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me first explain what data validation does. Have you ever been filling a form and you try to enter certain information and it would not let you enter the information?
Yes.
Online or offline? Really? Online or offline? Online, it happens. Offline, it happens. Online, it happens. You type in, it tells you, put in correct email, or tells you, put in correct phone number, or you enter a certain value, say not allowed, all kinds of things.
Yes.
Fine. So all of those you can control what people enter into different cells in a cell, similar to those websites with what we call data validation. Now, when you say something is invalid, it means that it's not allowed in certain locations or it's not allowed in a certain place. So if you want to type in a text in a certain place and whoever created the worksheet does not want you to type in text there, you can create data validation to stop people from putting those kind of information there. Now, let me give you an example of what happens very often. You tell people, you create a form, you say, type in your name, phone number, and address. Where you put name, some people can put their phone number. Where you put address, I remember asking somebody to put their email address. The person wrote his house address. Now, you can tell them to put a number between maybe 1 and 50. Somebody puts their name there. So with data validation, you can control what is allowed in certain cells in a cell. Now, please go to your data validation page. Okay, you can read the information. In the page that is called number and decimal, I want you to select from cell B5 to E11. Select that space, B5 to E11.
B5.
B5.
No, B3, sorry, it's B3. B3 to E to B11. Yes, that's it. Sorry. B3 to B11. B3 to B11. Selected.
Mm-hmm.
Click
Yes.
on data. Then you will see data validation. After the text to column, you see data validation. Under data tools. If you can look at my screen, you can see the position of my mouse. Can you see my mouse?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see data validation there.
Hmm?
Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, click on the drop down.
Yes.
And then click on the drop down. You have the option of data validation. I'll talk us through this. I won't conclude it. There are a lot of validation options. We'll see how
I
far we
should
can.
go back to data validation.
Hello, I didn't hear you.
Should I go back to data validation?
Yes, you click on data validation. There's a drop down, and then you click data validation. You give you this dialog box. Who has this dialog box? Validation criteria, data validation dialog box. Who has it? Eden.
I can see.
I do.
I
Okay.
can see data validation, number, decimal, list.
Data validation, numbers, decimal list. I didn't even. That means you
At the
clicked on any
bottom.
value.
At the bottom.
I think you are one step ahead of us. Okay, let's
Not
go.
really.
Okay, now let me tell. By default, Eden.
Sir.
you can see your settings, right? Under
Yes.
data validation, settings.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can't see
Now,
this.
under settings is saying allow. What do you have there? Allow what?
Okay.
I have
Data.
any value.
Any value. Now that's the default setting on Excel. That's why you can type in anything into Excel. Huh? But if you click that drop down, suddenly you see different options. Some of the options we are going to play with. What's the first option there?
Okay, I've seen it. Data validation.
Yes.
Whole number.
Whole number,
decimal.
then list,
Yes.
date, time,
List, date,
text
time.
length, and custom. We are going to play with a couple of them. But let's start, instead of making it any value, let's tell Excel whole number. Huh? Once we click on whole number, suddenly we have options. What are the options we have?
Minimum and maximum.
Data
Between. Now, when you say a number is between something, it has to have a minimum and maximum. But if you click on between, you see that we have other options. Click on between. We have other options. But let's play with between first. We'll come back here. So between, what are the numbers we want to allow here? Somebody give us two numbers quickly. What's the minimum number we want to allow? Tell me.
5 to 10.
5 is the minimum, right?
Yes.
Then maximum is 10. Are we okay?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm okay.
All right. Let's click OK. Now, in the cell where we have validated, you know, we selected a cell to validate, right?
Yes.
Type in 5 in my cell B3. Type in 5. Enter. Enter. Now type in 10. Shay is entering, right? Type in 3 next.
Error
When you
input.
type in 3, what's it saying?
Error input.
The value you entered is
This
not
value
valid.
doesn't match the data validation
A
restrictions
user
defined for the
has
cell.
restricted values that can be entered into this cell.
Okay,
Retry.
now you guys, you guys are reading different things based on the version of Excel, but the whole essence is that we have restricted what you can put in this cell, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So this message is from Excel, but we can actually tell the message it should put there. So let's cancel. You can retry, but it will, if you say retry, it will allow you type in. So let's type in 8 and enter. Did 8 enter? Why? Because 8 is between 3 and, sorry, between 5 and 10.
5 and 10.
So let's type in 20, enter. Same result. Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay, now let's select the whole range of cells we validated before and go to data validation. Click on the drop down. You will see two things. Okay. I don't even want to deal with those two today. I don't even bother. Click on data validation. Can you see clear all? When you click on data, can you see clear all?
Yes.
Now you can return this to, instead of saying whole number, any value and say okay, or you can simply clear all. Why I like clear all is I can clear all and still do change the validation here. Now, after clearing all, I want to change the validation. Let's put a whole number again. Instead of saying between this and this, let's click another option. Greater than, somebody give me a number. Now, I'm not going to go through every of these options, but I'm sure we can understand what they mean. Between, not between, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than. We know what all those things mean, right?
Yeah.
Those are different validation criteria. So we can say equal, not equal to, or great. I'm picking greater than. Now there's a minimum number when we say greater than. Somebody give me a minimum number. What's the minimum number we want to allow here?
20.
20. What this means is that anything above 20, 20 and above is allowed in this cell. But before you click OK, after setting, can you see input message?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, go to input message, type allows numbers greater than 20. Have you typed that into input message? Allows numbers greater than 20. That's the criteria we have set. So we are telling us that this is the criteria. So have you typed that into your input message?
Yes.
Okay, now the next thing after input message is error alert.
Do we click OK before going to the
No,
next?
not okay. No. Click on error alert. We've done settings. We are changing input message, and now we are doing error alert. So what's the error message you want to say? Somebody tell me. How do you say not allowed? Eden, you are from what part of Nigeria?
Bayelsa.
Invalid.
Bayelsa. How do you say not allowed in your language? Eden, don't do that now. Okay, in what language do you know not allowed? Apart from English.
Yeah, Yoruba.
Yoruba, okay. What's Yoruba not allowed?
Mawole.
Okay, Mawole, okay. Do you know why I usually use this to teach this? I want to let you know that anything you write here, Excel will display it, right? I can say not allowed, I can say incorrect entry, I can say try again, I can write anything. Anything you write in the error message, Excel will display it outside. So that's why I'm putting this as the error message. So we have done settings, a whole number greater than 20. We've done the input message, which says a large number greater than 20. Now we've done the error alert, which we said, don't let them enter, Mawole. So click OK. Okay, interesting thing, I already have some numbers here, so I want to delete the numbers. If you have numbers in a cell before you validate, the numbers will remain. But you try to impute a new one, it won't allow you. So can you see that when you click on the cell, there's a message?
Yes.
Yes.
What's it
Allows
saying?
Allows number greater than 20.
It was not in a cell before. Now we have programmed this into a cell. It's telling the person who is going to enter this information what to put. So can we put 20? Did they allow?
No.
Did they allow 20? Why?
Yes.
Why did you not allow 20?
Because
20 is not greater than 20.
20 is not greater.
That's it. So there's greater than or equal to, right? So
yes.
Let's put 21. Okay, I want to say retry. And it's, of course, it told me Mawole. Retry. Let me put 21. Enter. Did they allow 21?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, this is basically data validation. Now, if we have a range of number, like valid registration number, say you say everybody with registration number between 200 and 300 are the only people who can fill this form. Anybody whose registration number is outside of that range, when they try to fill the form, you tell them registration number not valid. Any message you tell Excel, fine. If you want to tell them, go home or go to court, anything you tell Excel to put in as a message will show up as a message. I'm going to try and run up here. Maybe I should teach one more thing in data validation. Let's validate. We've done whole number. Decimal is equal to, it's just the same thing as whole number. Just that Excel will only allow decimal. Now let's do a test length. We want Excel to allow maybe only test of a certain length. Now, but when I use the word test, now whether number or letters now, Excel will count how many things you are entering. So if you know there are some forms you are filling, when you are typing, after a while, it will not let you continue typing, right?
Yes.
That validation is done by test length. So let's do that in a range of cell. I need you to select a range of cell under, okay, you see this test called registration number. I can use, okay, no. Okay, let's go to the page, test length. Let me use that page. to teach it. Test length. Let's just select some spaces under test length. Go to your home, fill the space you have selected with gray. Can we see my screen?
Yes.
Now, the reason why I'm filling this space is so that I know where I am validating. I don't want to come back and not notice where I validated. So select any length, fill the place with gray. That's where we are going to validate. So go to our data and go to validation. We'll click on data validation. In settings, we say test length. Get here, let's talk about test length. I'm not going to teach input message again. I'm not going to teach error alert. You already understand that. Data validation, in the validation option, instead of any value, click test length. Are we in the dialog box?
Yes.
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 Okay, now the first option says test between. Now we can say not equal to, we can say equal to, greater than, less than, or equal to. You see those options we tried before. But I want test that is, you can say equal to, it will only allow test of a certain length. Do we allow test of a certain length, or do we say less than? Somebody choose an option for me. I don't want to choose an option for us.
I think less than or more greater
Okay,
than.
less than. What's the
Less
maximum length of test we want to allow? Let's pick something small.
20 words.
10.
20 is too long. We'll be typing
10
for long.
words.
10. Let's do 10.
10. 10 words.
So, yes, 10.
Or
You know
10
input
letters.
message, right? You know what input message is. You know what error alert is. We are not dealing with that again. So having done this validation, let's click OK. Now let's start typing examination. Why? It's more than 10 words.
10 letters.
Because
More than 10 letters, sorry. So now, if you type in exam, you notice it's allowing exam, right?
yes.
So you are forced to abbreviate. That's how come people can type a text message and type in almost in what they call it shorthand. So you can use this to restrict the length of text. Now let me tell you one place I like to use it a lot. We just use less than 10, right? I can use it and say exactly 10, equal to 10. And then I'll let you type in phone number. When you type in phone number in Excel, you know that Excel drops the 0, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Okay, test length. This is not test, that's number. That's why it's not allowing me. I can tell number, I can tell it to do the same thing with number. Why is it not allowing me type 080? Sorry. 339111067. That should enter now. Let me see. 80. Enter. Judge. How many length is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we said less than 10, right?
Yes.
That's why it's not allowing. Now, if I want to set this for a validation for a form that collects phone number, I will set it equal to 10. What it means is that when you type in your phone number, and you are typing 11 digits, 12 digits, Excel will tell you it's not correct. When you type 9 digits, which is a mistake most people make, they either type their phone number over or less. Excel will alert you that it's 10 digits. This is not allowed. Type in your correct phone number. Now, it reminds you to type in your correct phone number. Okay, so I'm going to stop data validation here today. I'm going to take it from here, the next class. So just, we've done number. Let's imagine the same thing. We'll do list. This list is very powerful. We'll do list next class. We'll do time and date. And then we'll see if we can touch custom formula. So I'm going to pause here for now. We are going to start from here next week. So if you do have any question, please ask me. I have another 4 minutes. If not, we'll be wrapping up for today. As usual, the recording will be up by tomorrow. Did anybody try, apart from Marilyn, did anybody try to play the last video?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes,
played?
I did.
Yes,
Okay.
it played.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the video is not in my YouTube channel. It's in a closed, set to private, right? Because it's
Yes.
only available for people in this class. It's not like the other video. Once you enter my page, you find it, but this is reserved. So can we close for today? So that some people will not stay beyond that time. Okay. If we don't have any questions, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me privately or in the group. So I'm going to stop share and close the class for today.
Excellent. That seems to be working.
So let me stop recording. Yes.